Law of perception. Wow.
Today I was invited to the arrival of the cast of 42nd Street ahead of their first performance at Sadler's Wells. They arrived on the special 42nd Street bus and tapped their way straight into Sadler's Wells.
5, 6, 7, 8!
I then had the opportunity to speak to a few of the cast members from the show about 42nd Street.
I'm Ruthie Henshall, and I'm playing Dorothy Brock.
I'm Adam Garcia, Julian Marsh.
I'm Josefina Gabrielle, playing Maggie Jones.
So, I think, first and foremost, and through, this is a tap show, but it's also an understudy show. At the heart of it, it's a celebration of understudies. So, why do you guys think, in your own words, that understudies are so important in our industry?
I mean, for me, I like to take a lot of shows off. So. Couldn't resist. I mean, you loaded that question. You loaded that one up. Well, I think it's one of those things that not only do they have to learn an entire show, they have to learn one or two completely other shows with all the routines, characterizations, all of that, and they have to be ready to go at the drop of a hat. So their workload is immense. The pressure to be thrown on, having may not have, them not doing it for a couple of days, weeks, whoever knows. So it's an enormous responsibility, and the shows wouldn't go on without them. They're the ones that save the show.
And literally at the big, when a show is new, and we're all learning it, understudies are literally learning their brand new show and keeping an eye on the roles that they're covering, and in quite a few instances recently have literally been thrown on and saved the day with no rehearsals. So they are pretty special people.
Multi-talented. In the States, if you are an understudy, it is real cream of the crop, because, they really value the understudy over there, and I think we're beginning to over here, but not in the same way as...
Swings as well.
Swings, my goodness.
Swings and super swings,
How do they do it?
They learn everyone's show, everyone's track, everyone's differences, and they can just be and their knowledge is encyclopedic. And then they have to redo that if they go because once you're a swing as well, you're known as a swing, and it's such a valuable commodity to be able to have that sort of ability. It's one of those things that's you kind of almost will always be a swing, and because you're so valuable.
Yeah.
And
you can
it's just amazing.
You can sort of edit on the fly. You can actually see, if you suddenly get, as in COVID times, when people were dropping like flies, they're literally going, that's gone, cut that, bring those two together, but I'll do that, I'll cover that. And they can literally stitch the show together in their brains.
Well, there were other situations where, like when Chicago was on tour, they were bringing in people who hadn't done the show in years, and they were literally calling them and saying, can you be up in Belfast this afternoon? And they'd give them a couple of hours, couple of hours rehearsal, and they'd have to, remember it and pick it up. Smart as hell.
Yeah, it's a skill. It's a very particular skill set.
What is your favourite thing about 42nd Street?
My favourite thing about 42nd Street, number one, it's a show about a company, and we are in this company that are not only talented but really hard-working, brilliant people. So for me, being part of a company, of a show that you absolutely adore, it kind of doesn't get better.
Yeah, it's like finding your tribe, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a wonderful tribe. Well, I don't know about you two, you probably feel the same. I mean, we've had very nice dance careers, and watching all these bouncy youngsters just picking things up like that and flying is just such a joy. Absolute joy.
I agree, although...
Makes me feel I can still do it.
Yeah, watching them I have a mix of incredible admiration and pure envy.
Yes, that's the one.
Because
great
it's...
cocktail.
Because it's a great, pure envy, out now. If you whisper it sounds like a perfume. If you whisper anything, by the way, it just sounds like a perfume. Yeah. Yeah. Burnt eyebrows.
That's
the choreography is amazing.
Of of what being in a company is like.
I feel like I've joined the company.
There you go.
is.
This is
It
what we have.
is. It is an incredibly fun company. I mean, obviously, I'm a fan of 42nd Street as a general musical. I think it's a wonderful piece of,
Wonderful.
like a musical about a musical. And for me, it's the music. Like, I love hearing the start of the show and hearing all the songs. It's just, it's
Yes.
beautifully sung.
Big band arrangements.
And big
yeah.
band arrangements. The orchestra's amazing. And it's so old school and yet uplifting.
One word to sum up 42nd Street.
Spectacular.
Joyous.
Showbiz.
And there we go. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
42nd Street is at Sadler's Wells from the 7th of June to the 2nd of July, ahead of an exciting UK tour.